I'm just saying though, you feel me?
Woo, 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 woo. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trav. I'm coming to give you my first dog talk of the year. Give you a recap on this Georgia and Clemson game. Not sure what you guys' thoughts of the game was, but honestly, I think Georgia underperformed with the talent that they got. Going into the game, I expected the defense to give up points, but the offense, I didn't expect them to look as bad. For the simple fact that they had pretty much everybody returning except for like one or two players, like an offensive lineman and Tavares King, I think, and Malcolm Brown, I think, off the as far as wide receivers, but pretty much everything else was intact with the quarterback, running backs, majority of the linemen. We got Michael Bennett back at receiver. So I was looking for big for the offense to be a little bit more explosive, but I'm kind of saving my judgment until this next game. Should Georgia have won that game? Yes, they should have. Despite the way the defense played, like I said again, the offense played iffy. Um, I guess the better term for it is they failed to execute. The linemen failed to block, especially in the second quarter. I think they gave up damn near like 3 or 4 sacks back to back. Um, we didn't capitalize off the turnover that we got. When we did get a turnover, Aaron Murray, he turned around and threw an interception right back. So that kind of killed us. Would the game had gone differently if we had hit our field goal? Possibly. Um, like I said, it's just a bad execution all the way around. Offense, defense, special teams. We didn't execute well, which is kind of a good bad thing going into next week because it's kind of a small, I guess you can say a small thing to fix, but if they can't get that right, because I mean games are won between the trenches, offensive defensive line. That's where it's won at. So the way our offensive line looked playing Clemson, they can't play like that going playing South Carolina because goddamn Jadeveon Clowney, he's gonna have a field day, and he don't need no help. I mean, hell. What else? I think and the thing that if gets you the most, if you look at the stats, we outrushed them, we outpassed them, we won time of possession. It's just the fact that, like I say, we didn't execute. We didn't make the plays when we needed to make plays. Um, and hats off to Clemson, they did. Uh, they forced their running game on us. That's another thing that our defense is going to have to be able to make stops, primarily rushing stops. If we can contain the team's running, I think that we give ourselves more of a chance. Kind of figured that our defense would kind of evolve as the season goes, being that we had like 6, 7 freshmen starting, which still is not a big excuse because hell, if you're on the field, you got to perform. That's the way I see it. But at the end of the day, though, I think those guys needed those reps just to get the taste in their mouth. You can tell the talent is there. These guys just had to get those reps in. Like I say, I reserve my judgment fully on the team because the way we look going into this game, we're not honestly speaking, we're not a national contender at this point in time. Maybe as the season goes along, but the thing that puts us behind the 8 ball is now we really got to run the table from here on out. So we can't afford to have those fluke games here and there. We can't afford to you know lose close games. So that's the only bad thing. But until next week, we'll see how everything goes. I'm out. I'm just saying though.